Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel LearnIT. In today's session, I will be talking about some of the features of Washington DC release. One of the feature is like Workflow Studio and another feature is time limited user roles. So please watch my videos till the end for complete information. So let's proceed further and see what is Workflow Studio. So Workflow Studio, I am going to open our Workflow Studio now. I will type here workflow. So under process automation you will find Workflow Studio. As soon as I click on it, it will open in a new tab and you can see there are 3 tabs displaying under Workflow Studio. So first of all, we can see that Workflow Studio is a new thing which is launched in Washington DC release and which is very good because we can manage all the process, flows, subflows, actions, decision tables, and as well as we can track our all the flows process, how the flow is going on and what is the load on execution of flows, and as well as some of the integration, connections and credentials are managed here as well. So you can find all the things related to flow whichever is created. And now in this UI you can see there is a process. This is used for process automation designer. And this is a flow which we can create a flow, normal flow using flow designer. You can create a flow from here as well. And like similarly there is subflows, actions, decision tables. And here you can see your latest workflow whichever is modified. And here you can see all the latest updates. Like in previous version we have seen this was launched for flow designer, but they have created a new module for this Workflow Studio where everything can be managed. Alright, so these are the resources for learning about the Workflow Studio or any other things related to ServiceNow. So what are the benefits of using Workflow Studio? So we can automate work with a seamless integrated workflow, authoring and configuring and monitoring experience. So we can see the personalized view of all automations under operation section for process and as well as for flows. And we can do a meaningful automation and health monitoring through the same thing. Alright, and we can check the configuration related to automation whichever is configured with the help of this flow, actions or process. Alright. So under home page we can see process, flows, subflows, actions, decision tables. Alright, so this is all about home page for Workflow Studio. So let's proceed for operations tab. So you can see there are 2 tabs under this operation section. First is process, other is flows. So here you can track about the executed process for this month, and similarly we can check process execution by state for this month. So currently no any process is running in the system, that's why it's showing as empty. So let's proceed and see under flows whether any flow is running or not. You can see there are multiple flows running, waiting or completed. So you can see the completed are 31 and waiting is also displayed here. So now you can see these are the most executed flows this month. So these are the details how it shows in a chart view. Alright, and this is the flow execution by state for this month. Alright, so these are the place where we can track our process and flows executing for this month. And now let's move to our third tab, integrations. So under integrations we can see there is a connections which are maintained here. So currently no any connections is established from my side, so that's why it's taking some time. So here we can manage our connections and credentials for integrations which is processed by flows or subflows or actions. Alright, so this is a quite good feature that has been launched from ServiceNow for Washington DC release. A very big update related to UI with related to process and subflows maintained at a single place. So this is going to help developers a lot, and it will be utilized in a very good manner. Alright, so now let's proceed for our second feature, that is time limited user roles. So now I will remove this workflow and now we will search for time limited user roles. So what time limited user roles is like, if we have to assign some roles to the user for some time, or for 1 day or 2 day, we have to define some admin role or ITIL role. So we can define using this module, which is displaying under user administration. So as soon as I will click on time limited user roles, you can see no any records are created as of now for time limited user roles. So now we will create a time limited user roles. So I will click on new button, and now you can see we have our form open for role, user, and start time, end time. So we can define any role. Suppose I will add admin role. So I want to assign this admin role to particular user. So suppose I will take Prince Kumar as the user, and this role will be assigned to this user. And start time, we can select the start time as today, and we can select end time as 10th. So we can see, like, for this duration I am assigning this role to this particular user. Alright, and I will add here some details, like admin role is assigned to this user. Admin role is assigned to Prince for defined duration. Alright, so I will submit it, and now you can see our time limited user role is created for this particular user, Prince Kumar. Alright, so this is quite good feature, because many times, like, client ask, why don't you give some role to some user for some time whenever we are doing any testing in test environment. So they are asking, okay, assign this user to this assign this role to my user for some time. Alright, so this will be helpful on this kind of situation, and as well as while doing the development inside the team, this will be very useful, and the manager or the administrator can define what user role can be assigned to what user for what duration of time. Alright, so this feature is also a quite good feature that has been launched in Washington DC release. So yeah, so these two are the features of Washington release, Workflow Studio and the time limited user roles. So those are the important one features that has been launched in Washington DC release. Alright, so please provide your comment if you have any questions, doubts or queries related to this session. For more information, please visit description section under this video. Thanks for hearing me out. Stay tuned for more videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel LearnIT.